Hey, welcome back to GBGuns, back from the range, and just taking a look at the TP9SA after having shot it. Wanted to clean it up and let you know what we did. If you're not familiar with our videos, what we've begun doing is when we take these guns out to test, we run a variety of loads through them. We run lightweight through heavyweight, we run hollow points, we run ball. We also do the full mag +1. That one was inspired by Military Arms channel after he discovered some guns don't quite run that way. And that's an important thing for you as a consumer to know, what runs and what doesn't. We also will test for accuracy. The accuracy part, of course, is just us shooting, no bench rest or anything like that, but you know what, it's practical, and it's most likely what you're going to experience as a shooter at home. I doubt anyone, at least anyone considering the guns that we review, likes to sit there and shoot bench rest handgun. Then you'll get the shooting impressions from myself, Graham, and also from ERIKA. So I'll get this gun all cleaned up and let you guys get to the footage.
Out with Canik TP9AS.
Canik TP9AS, spitting image of my favorite Walther P99. Full mag +1. There's our +1. There's our full mag giving us 19 rounds. Let's see how it shoots. Did not lock back on its own. That could be, since it's a fresh spring and we're running 115 grain Freedom munitions. These are usually built for 124 grain NATO loads. We'll keep shooting and find out. All right, for our multi-loads, we're going to start off with Wolf Steel, 3 shots. See if it runs it. Just fine, with authority. Next up, American Gunner 115 grain hollow points. See if the gun can function defensively. Helps if I get the old mag out first, right? Ran just fine. Stepping it up in weight, we've got the Federal HST 147 grain hollow point. Ran just fine. And now for the ultra heavy, some PPU 158 grain. These are most certainly subsonic. Will it generate enough energy to cycle the slide? No problem, but it didn't lock back. That was a 115 grain match, 5 shots, 7 yards. Nice.
All right, so we are out with the Canik TP9AS. It's a larger gun than I like to shoot, not because of recoil or anything like that, just sit in the hand is a little bit bigger. That said, everything is pretty reachable for me. I can get to the mag release, I can get to the slide release. The trigger pull itself obviously in double action is long, but it's fairly smooth through that process. The reset is almost so short that you reset it and you just kind of feel like you're sitting out, like you go too far because the reset's so short. So that's pretty nice. And you know, these sights are obviously fairly accurate. Overall, you know, it's got some color options, so it's a little bit different. This is the bronze. I would say it's a little bit more gold than bronze to me, but you know what? It's something different. And you know, like the Walther, it's a little bit maybe not the most aesthetically pleasing to me, just in the overall shape, but it gets the job done and it functions well. And that's really all that's important for most people.
So the TP9DA is sort of a return to one of the earlier TP9 series in that it's got the decocker on it with the double action, single action, and the anti-stress partway through there for the brake. On the single action that you've seen in the tabletop video, it's clearly a copy of one of my favorite guns, Walther P99, and since those P99s are getting difficult to find, if you are someone looking for 3 trigger modes, a very short reset, or a long heavy double action with the chance to second strike if the round doesn't go off, this is one of very few solutions out there, and quite impressive value for the money. We've only been shooting the TP9DA for a little bit, but that trigger has an incredibly short reset, so I wanted to try and see what doubles are like on it. And first time trying it, got 6 rounds. That should be 3 doubles. Let's see how I do. So the third double was obviously the best, which shows me with some training you can get pretty damn quick with this trigger.
Well, I hope that helps you in your understanding of the Canik TP9DA. Something I would like to bring up now that we're back from the range is we did have some initial trouble running 115 grain lightweight American range type stuff. I mentioned that some of the Caniks in the past have preferred the heavier 124 and slightly hotter NATO type loads because they are built as military handguns. That went away with this one rather quickly. We were only about 50 rounds in before it started to cycle just fine on 115 grain, so I wouldn't be too worried about that. Overall, quite impressed with this gun.